Pictures up. Roll sound.
Rolling.
My story begins in Washington, D.C., where I was a member of the Marine Corps Honor Guard. I spent the first 2 years of my time in the Marines carrying the flag-draped caskets of the fallen, firing 21 gun salutes in Arlington National Cemetery, and watching families mourn as their loved ones were lowered into the ground. I didn't know it then, but this prepared me for what was next.
We had another ID.
Afghanistan was hell. The Marine Corps had prepared us for the firefights and the explosions, but not the misery of the living conditions. Going months without a shower, rationing food and water, all while living in a 130-degree desert, simply surviving day to day was a challenge all by itself. Fortunately, I didn't have to go through it alone, and anything is possible when you're standing next to heroes. Unfortunately, the war didn't end when I came home. After being in several explosions, I was moved to the Naval Hospital in Bethesda, Maryland, to recover from traumatic brain injury. In layman's terms, I had brain damage and had to relearn basic things like how to walk in a straight line, standing still without losing consciousness, and trying to move on with my life while having no memories of my past. I lived in that hospital for 3 years. And the entire time while I was going through my own recovery, I was also working in that hospital helping other wounded Marines recover. At any time, I would have 5 to 50 patients under my charge with injuries ranging from sprained ankles to quadrilateral amputees. As you can imagine, 3 years of being surrounded by pain and loss and suffering, it left me feeling isolated and alone and afraid. I had no one to turn to, and somehow I was supposed to be the rock that others leaned on for their own support. Fortunately, I found an organization that helped me through all of this and really set the platform for the rest of my life.
Team River Runner started small about 7 years ago with just a few kayakers out here on the Potomac River. But in recent years, with so many injured veterans coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan, it's grown quickly. Many of the instructors are also injured veterans, including Jared Bolhuis.
Team River Runner is what gave me my life back. You know, it gave me a purpose again. Couldn't go to restaurants with friends, I couldn't go out. I was more or less confined to my own little world. I couldn't get out of it.
The chance to help his fellow veterans changed everything.
When I'm with the other wounded veterans, when I'm teaching, I'm alive. There's nothing better in the world than to take someone who thinks they've had everything stripped from them, that they're never going to lead a functional life again, and to teach them a whole new skill.
Team River Runner became the foundation that I would build the rest of my life on. It gave me a whole new outlook on life, focused on adventure. I traveled the world searching for adventure, kayaking the Grand Canyon, working in the Virgin Islands, mountain biking the slick rocks of Utah, and jumping from perfectly good airplanes just to feel that rush of adrenaline that reminded me I am alive. And the whole time I was with other wounded veterans that found peace in adventure like I did. That's when I realized our stories need to be told. Not just my story, but the stories of the thousands of wounded veterans whose lives didn't end with their injury. Their adventures began. And that's what led me to Full Sail. My bachelor's degree in film from Full Sail will be the key to my next adventure. It will give me the means and the opportunity to travel the world with inspiring individuals who have overcome the odds and proven themselves worthy of the title hero. I've done a lot in my life, and the best is still to come. Because of Full Sail, the camera will be my ticket to countless adventures. My name is Jared Bolhuis, and I'm a filmmaker.